Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Adamas Machina AM-T02 Rampage for the Transformers line. Yeah, you can see him there. And well, no boxing yet, because again, we're doing that stuff in the combined mode video, so no instructions either. But yeah, so this is Rampage's alt mode. He is, of course, one of the, well, limbs of Predaking, namely one of the arms, depending which one you want to be. And yeah, he turns into a, what was it? Was it a I can't remember. It's a jaguar, leopard, panther, one of those things. A big cat. Getting close, you can see he's got some nice sculpted detail and there's some nice colors too. He's got this nice crimson color and this gold coloring and this little really dark orange, and you got these this almost rose gold looking claws and everything. He's got a Decepticon symbol right there. He's got the golden eyes and his little gold teeth, and again some kind of this burnished gold there, and he just looks really good. He's got a kind of weird stubby wide tail because that's actually for the robot mode and everything. It's also die cast. It's a bit of die cast right there. He's also got this little thing which almost looks like some sort of like a scanner or something. And again, he's got some, all over just pretty nice detail, and he looks pretty decent in this mode. Pretty decent. Yeah, just generally. He just looks generally pretty decent. As for articulation, well, his head can't really do much. He can't go up and down. I think the jaw can open. Yeah, the jaw can open, but it's a pain in the butt sometimes. Yeah, his jaw open about that far, like articulation wise. His shoulders here, they can go rotate around. These ones they can rotate around, they go outward. There's a kind of multiple hinges there, so you can kind of adjust how he's sitting too. So if you want to do kind of a more actiony pose, you can. You have rotation right here. You have pretty much a full bend right there, which is crazy. Got that bend right there. You do have a bend right here. You have a hinge right there. You can adjust how those all sit. You do have this right here. Sorts, it's kind of the hips for the robot mode, but you can use that to adjust how he sits. You also use this hinge as well if you want to adjust that a little bit. This can rotate. Mostly that's for the combined mode, but yeah. Right here, these can rotate forward and back, and that's about it. You have a hinge right here as well, and you have another hinge right here at the foot. So you can adjust how those sit, and plus you have these can go up and down. And could also do individually, so making sure people know he has two tails. Yeah, he's not too bad looking in this mode. Not too bad, honestly. As for, I'm going to bring this down even lower. There we go. As for accessories, of course, he got his little gun for his robot mode, which you can see there's little peg holes on the side and the back there. And those just can go over the pegs on the shoulders right here, like so. Like that. And you have this big old rifle thing, which it's for something else, something specific, but you can just slot it in back here like that. And now he's a big old honking cannon, which that's scary. So yeah, overall, actually, Rampage is not too bad in his alt mode. But yeah, measurements though, his length, again, not including accessories, is about 4.5 inches or 10.8 centimeters from nose to tail, and his weight is about 2.7 ounces or 76 grams. So he's kind of lightweight, which makes sense considering everything. Oop. Dropping him. As for some comparisons, here's the Power of the Primes Rampage, which is significantly larger and kind of goofy looking. Yeah, definitely, this is definitely a huge improvement over the previous Age of the Primes version, at least looks-wise. So there's that. And here's the Kang Toys. I don't remember what they called them, yeah, but their Rampage, which you can see, yeah, roughly, they're kind of pretty close in size. They're pretty close, not quite, he's a little bit taller, but, that's mostly because of the difference in how they transform and everything. So there you go. So that's the alt mode. Pretty decent. It's actually a pretty decent alt mode. So to transform him again, well, you don't have to remove this, but I just remove it anyway, just get out of the way. Of course, remove this one. And from here, what you want to do is you want to fold these up. It's just kind of actually like that. That's because they're going to become the heels for his robot mode. For here, you want to kind of just change this hinge a bit because there's this tab right here is going to go in this slot right here. So you can bring this up and you just tab that in like that. And then right here, you just take this. This right here, this kind of acts as a little bit of a nub. For right here, there's a little like right here, you can see there's a little like circle right there. You just bring that up and that will kind of sit like that. The same thing on this side, you're gonna adjust this and then bring it up and tab it into the leg itself and bring this up and again nub over into a hole like so. And from here, what you want to do is untab this right here so you can then bring this down like this, like that. And you can go ahead and re-tab it in if you want. And then right here, you want to split the legs right here. You bring out the toes right here, which are more die cast. One thing is kind of a pain, so sometimes I have to do this just so I can get my thumb in there or whatever and get the toes out. So it might be easier to, you know, use the ankle tilts to your advantage to get the toes out. Then from there, what you want to do, you can see there's a bunch of hinges in there. You want to, well, first you want to bring it down. I want to bring this up right here. Okay, yeah. So right here, there's hinges up here. You want to bring it down right here. Those hinges like that. So it's there's. You can see how different the leg is sitting. So bring down the hinges right here like that. And bring it down. Right here, you see these right here. You want to bring this back like this, and then bring that forward right here. And that kind of is how his leg is going to sit. And you can see significant height difference and proportion difference too. So yeah, bring it back like that, and it's going to sit like that. And that's pretty much the lower body done. Bring this up just a smidge, and then from there, I'm going to take this right here and bring this back, and this will just kind of sit in this gap right here, like that. Just kind of lie in flat, and then just bring this back. We'll sit in this gap right here, like so. I'm going to go ahead and kind of bring the shoulders up like this. You can see there's a hinge. Well, this one already did it. You see these hinges right here kind of lie flat like that. Right here, you can bring the hands out like that, and like that. So they're sitting like this. You can bring these forward a bit, just to kind of, I guess, make it clear that the hinges are there. Bring this down right here, just get it out of the way. And right here, you go ahead and bring the head up right here like that. And with that, you have Rampage in his robot mode. And yeah, Rampage here, when you get to the robot mode, is like, oh, there's a compromise. Yeah, mostly his arms look kind of odd because they're so thick this way. He's got a nice head sculpt. You can see getting in there. You can see he's got a bit of a decent head sculpt. He's got the whole ninja kind of thing going on. He's got some, you know how you can see, but you got these gold eyes there. Again, the arms are kind of thick. He's got the panther head thing. Sometimes I wish they could, you know, angle down, but I get wide. Does that? This thing kind of, you know, no matter what, just sits funny in my opinion. Yeah, it's either plugged in like that or it's not, and no matter what, it kind of looks weird. So his arms kind of look weird and stubby. His legs, you can see, the problem is right there. Well, yeah, there's a massive hollow spot there, which is a little unfortunate. But other than that, actually, that's the big thing. Is, yeah, I feel like he's the second most compromised. So yeah, he's unlike the Power of the Prize version, he's not the worst. He's only the second worst. Yeah, his articulation, his looks are definitely a little weird looking. You kind of get used to it, but he's definitely got some odd proportional stuff. Again, I feel like the arms is a little too short for his body, but that seems to be a really common problem with the official Rampages. But his head, you can go left and right here. His platform can go up and down, mostly down, but yeah. I'm not sure if it's a ball joint. I don't think it is. I can't tell. It doesn't feel like it wiggles, and I don't want to stress it, so I'm not trying to. Shoulder here to do full rotation, though. You do have outward right there. You can adjust those hinges because there's kind of a double hinge right there, so you can adjust how they sit a little bit, and that would help you get that. You do have a bicep swivel, though it's a little weirdly offset, so he just looks weird depending on how you do that. He does have a nice elbow bend right there. Hands, unfortunately, do not rotate at all, but they do go in if that's helpful or anything. His waist, he does have a waist. You have to untap that, though, to get the waist, but does have one. The only problem is, yeah, this thing's now sticking out, but, you know, he's got a waist swivel, so there's that. Hips, though, you do have forward, actually a decent amount. That's surprising. Backwards, about that much. Outwards, you do actually have pretty much the full splits, and then a little bit more. There is, again, a dedicated thigh swivel, which is nice. Knees, you do have, again, a decent knee bend, but the problem is when you bend the knee, oh, big old chasm right there. And his ankles, you do have a good amount of tilt, and the toe can go up and down right there, too far up, and the heel can also go up and down. So he's got actually decent posability. It's just, you know, it's not amazing, but it's pretty good, actually, all things together. Just, well, the problem is a lot of the hinges are just in weird places. These hinges kind of remind me of some of the, what Takara did for the Combiner Wars, or Unite Warriors, I should say, Devastator, Constructicons. There's that. But accessory-wise, again, this thing, a gun can go in hand. Just a slot and tab. Just simple as that. And this thing can, again, just kind of slot up in there like that. And now he's got a cannon on his back if you want to do that. So there you go. Also this thing, I almost forgot, this peg hole right here is kind of just sticking out like that. So, and this peg sticking out, so yeah, that might upset some people considering, you know, again, how much these guys cost. But yeah, as for some measurements in this mode, his height to the top of his head is 4.5 inches or 11.4 centimeters. So yeah, he's kind of small, which makes sense considering the size these guys. But yeah, considering everything. But yeah, as for some comparison stuff, again, Here is the Power of the Primes Rampage, who is, you can see, a bit taller. Also, stickers are coming off, because all the stickers, I swear to God, every other one, stickers are on fine. Him, stickers are all coming off. So there you go. And you can see, again, the proportional problems with the arms. You can see it's got the weird thing. He's not as bad, but you can see, yeah, there's just proportion issues with the arms. What's up with that? And here's the Kang Toys Rampage, whatever his name is. Looks cool. He definitely still looks cool. And I was sitting there going, how do I transform this guy again? I sit there trying to remember how to transform him. So, yeah, but yeah, they're roughly close to the same height. Not quite the same height, but close. He's a little bit taller. And kind of gives you an idea. By the way, yeah, Rampage here. This is kind of indicative of how tall the rest of the dudes are. So, there you go. As a whole, he's definitely compromised, just like Razor Claw is a bit compromised. I'm bringing up Razor Claw for the final combined video. He's definitely compromised, but not as bad as you might think he'd be. Definitely the biggest thing here is his arms look a little stumpy and his massive voids in his knees. But beyond that, he's actually got a pretty solid posability. He's got some nice sculpted detailing, and he has pretty good posability. Yeah, again, pretty good posability and all. It's just he's just got some weird little problems. So yeah, it's just kind of a mixed bag. I would say if he's the second worst, it's kind of goes. We're just going up from here. I feel like the remaining 3 Predacons are just generally better than Razor Claw and Rampage here. So there you go on that. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social medias down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon. I'll see you next time with the next Predacon review.